shower since last night, and instead Seth went to CrossFit, got more sweaty. We went on a solid hike, got more sweaty.
Hold up. I showered yesterday.
Whoa, that doesn't matter. Okay. I just meant like he went to CrossFit after. All right, so Seth got back from CrossFit this morning, and we both needed to shower since then.
That is correct.
Hi guys, my name is Shayla and I make these videos every Wednesday, and this Wednesday I'm in New Zealand. I've been traveling full-time since 2015 and I make these videos every Wednesday to give you tips about traveling, to tell you a little bit about what's going on, to give you a good story. So this week we're gonna talk about just getting through the hard times. And this is applicable to anything in life, not just if you're traveling in a van in New Zealand. I'm not gonna lie, when we first got here, I didn't know much about it. I didn't know about the North Island, the South Island. I just didn't know. We love mountains, so once we realized we wanted to head south, we were like, let's go south. So we started heading south. Cyclone Gita was coming in the South Island. We decided to head back up to Lake Taupo for a couple days till the cyclone hit, and then we were gonna go south. So we were on our way back north, when all of a sudden, I thought we ran over something. Seth thought something fell out from underneath the car and there was oil everywhere. So it feels a bit strange to pull out the camera in situations, but we're not exactly sure what happened. We were driving down the road and all of a sudden, some giant noise happened, and then we pulled over and there was just oil everywhere. So we called the local tow company and he's on his way up to get us. I'm not sure what's gonna happen next. He ran back to go see what fell out of the vehicle, and he comes back with a screw. I'm like, how'd you even find that? He's like, well, this is all that I found. We got to the mechanic and it was just like, this van is not going anywhere. It needs a new engine. He invited us in for a beer and we talked about Trump and all the things. The good thing about this was, even though we were in a windy road with lots of mountains, we had service and we were able to call a tow truck, and the tow truck was only like 15 minutes away. Trying to find the silver lining here. Taupo, I think. Taupo, I think, is the name of the town. It's like the gumboot capital of the world, and gumboots, for those of us in the States, are like rain boots, but like for farmers, the black ones. So basically when you walk through with the manure, it's just kind of like whatever. And then in the morning, we got our tow truck driver, who was amazing. We can't leave this town without having you guys throw a gumboot.
Well done. I'm trying to think like how they do it in shop. How do they do it? They do it like this and shit.
That was a good boogie though, if nothing else. There you go.
Not bad at all.
That was a good one. Seth should compete maybe. I am a dancer. I know, don't hit anybody with it.
You gotta make the noise, good noise.
That time I actually got 20.
There you go.
But I think if I had known the proper technique, I could have gone further. He also stopped at Pumice Beach. So I got myself a pumice. And this one fitted my hand really well. I liked that. I felt like I could really scrub the calluses. We had the tow truck drop us off at the campground, and then we rented a car so that we could still do stuff. Friend of a friend of a friend, Nick, she suggested a hike that we should go on, which was amazing. We are on our, Seth says, our first legitimate hike, because we're getting a little workout. It's pretty steep. Not too steep, but it's not flat. What's it called? Mount
Taurara. T-A-U-H-A-R-A.
Nice little things for you to get over easily.
You're so graceful. Hold it so I don't eat it on camera.
Yeah. That was good. We ended up getting the van. We named him Bruce because he's gray. My sister was like, well, what about if you're gonna go with Finding Nemo theme? Dory was blue, Bruce the shark is gray, and I love that, so Bruce it is. The people that rented us the van are incredible people. They said that there were seats in this van when we called and told them about Dory, and they've completely transformed this. After we left Lake Taupo, we were like, all right, let's get down to Wellington, let's get out. And I was like, let's spend a couple days in Wellington. And he's like, let's just get on the ferry and get to the South Island because that's where we want to be. And I was like, okay. For 2 people in the van, it cost us 230 New Zealand dollars, which is, I don't know, 180 US or 200 or something. And if you can hear sucking, that's Seth eating a watermelon. And then we're gonna be on the South Island pretty much as long as we can. We might. Are you gonna eat the whole thing?
I'm trying to be quiet. Do you want some? Do you want some?
No.
You can have some.
No, thank you. There are a lot of vehicles in line here. It's like a 3.5 hour ferry. You drive your van into the little parking space. You go upstairs, go have some dinner, chill. So this lovely man is a grandpa, and anytime it hits 9 o'clock, he's ready for bed. We're at like 11:30. We are past his bedtime. So it is now our mission to find a campground that's relatively close. And I think we found it. Campground Wadaminga, that was pretty good. That was only 15 minutes away from once you got off the ferry. Then we went to Nelson Lake National Park, and it was beautiful. It's kind of chilly, so we didn't get in the water, which we probably should have. So now we're just on our way down to Queenstown eventually. Every time I think about it, my stomach drops because we're gonna go bungee jumping, and I'm absolutely terrified. So a couple fun things. Seth is always driving. He's like, just let me know when you want me to stop, and I'll stop. I'll look out or whatever. I was like, there's a flea market, stop, for sure stop. And I got these amazing bins. I didn't realize how OCD I was about organizing, but like, how cute are these? I love them. Like, I'm kind of bummed I can't take them home. That's a little OCD, right? This van doesn't have an auxiliary cord, which is no big deal because Seth bought this amazing Bluetooth speaker, and this legit works so well. We just plug it into the USB and it charges while we go. We met up with my friend Natalie from junior high, and they're talking about these awesome hikes they want to try, and Seth's like, you know what you guys should really do? And they're like, what? He's like, you should go jet skiing. A lot of people told us that beer and alcohol was gonna be really expensive here, which we found it to be kind of, I guess. But what's really killing the budget probably is the coffee. We have coffee every single morning, and it costs about $10. But I'm determined because I brought this awesome AeroPress. Have you guys ever used an AeroPress? Can't wait to show Seth a thing or two about an AeroPress. If you already follow me on Instagram, you know that the van is broken down, that we got a new van, Bruce. But I thought I would summarize it in a nice video to tell you to just keep on moving forward, because that's the only thing you can do. I feel like this can just make or break a trip, and we were like, well, all the things worked out. Because of the cyclone, we headed back up north, which got us closer to where we needed to swap out the vans. Like I said, we had service, we got towed, we got an amazing tow truck driver. We got to hang out in Taupo for a bit, and our trip is long enough that it wasn't detrimental that it was raining and our van broke down. We're like, okay, keep moving forward. Now we're on the South Island, and we're about to check out all the things. What were we listening to, Seth?
David Goggins on Joe Rogan.
There was a Joe Rogan podcast with David Goggins, and he's an animal. One thing that he said was at the time it was not fun and it was not the greatest thing, but things are just gonna keep moving and it's gonna get better, so just keep going. There's my inspiration for you today. Just keep moving forward, even when things are not going exactly as planned. Thank you guys all for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already. Please share this with a friend. Follow on Instagram, check it out on Facebook. I do a lot of Instagram polls, so I get to ask you guys all sorts of questions. Usually I'm pretty good about commenting on these videos, but with the Wi-Fi I'm having a tough time. Until next week, we are in the South Island. Mwah. Bye.